Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be doing another TV episode review. Sorry, this one took me a little longer than expected, but finally got around to reviewing it. I had to watch it a couple times because I didn't know how I felt about the episode. So yeah, this one's going to be for episode 2 of season 1 of Fear the Walking Dead, and it is called So Close Yet So Far. So yeah, before I begin though. 10-second spoiler warning as usual for those who have yet to actually watch this episode and haven't already. Stop the video, go check it out, and come back here and watch the rest of this review. 10-second spoiler warning as usual, starting now. Okay, so 10 seconds are up. So for those who have yet to actually watch this episode and haven't already, please don't comment down below or be messaging me that I never gave you a fair warning, because as usual, I did. So as usual, quick synopsis, likes and dislikes, and then the rate. So basically, in this episode, it comes off from the previous episode where at the end of the previous episode, we had Calvin, who was basically ran over like 4 times. He was basically ran over about 3 times with the pickup truck, and it kind of picks up from there. You have Madison, Nick, and Travis. They're trying to get the hell out of town. You're gonna realize what's going on. That there isn't, there's this disease that's going around. So they're saying we should get Alicia, we should get Chris, Liza, and just go to the desert, get the hell out of here. And that's basically the original plan. They get Alicia. She's with her boyfriend. Her boyfriend died really fast. Didn't even survive the apocalypse. God damn it, man. Yeah, he got bit in the shoulder while trying to go to his date on the previous day. We kind of saw that in the previous episode too. She's texting her boyfriend, where the fuck are you? So yeah, and then you also have Chris and Liza. They have to try to get them out, because they're Travis's family. So they already got Alicia, Nick, and Madison in the house. So Travis decides to go to Liza's house. Explain to her very fast, what's going on. She believes him after looking at some news stories. And then you have Chris, who's basically at this riot. The people in Los Angeles, they still don't understand this concept of zombies and walkers. So they see this homeless guy getting shot, and people are like, why are you doing this? What's going on? He really didn't do anything wrong. He couldn't hurt a fly, etc., etc. And there's a bunch of people who are just rioting, saying, this is wrong, this is bad, this is wrong, whatever, and yeah, basically they're just rioting. You also have Madison, who decides to go back to the school to get some oxy pills or whatever. I don't know I forgot the name. They're like oxy pills, I guess. Whatever, oxytermin, I want to say, for some reason, but whatever. She meets up with Tobias there. Tobias is kind of getting food there for he's trying to get his knife back, gets his food back, or get some food for him and his uncle. He's staying at his uncle's place, apparently, so that's good. They get attacked by the zombified principal, Artie. Yeah, that's pretty tough. Like it was just a random zombie, yes, but again, the people here still don't understand the concept of zombies. So you have Tobias, who gets his knife and stabbing the principal, like the heart area, I want to say, or the heart area. He's stabbing him at the heart area, heart and lung area. Trying to take him down, but the guy just won't go down. So he tries to go for the head, but he kind of gets there by the stairs, so he kind of goes down the steps. And already, Tobias, he's not really physically fit. Okay, he's not that fit. So already, even despite being a zombie, he still can overtake Tobias. Why? Because the muscle mass and all that still more or less the same. Aside from like one area where he was bitten back, the muscle tissue is still more or less relatively the same. It hasn't really decayed at all. So Madison, what she decides to do, she gets fire hydrant and basically bashes the guy over. And it's very real. I guess if this were to happen in real life, it is realistic, because she's bashing the zombie head with this fire hydrant several times over, and it's realistic because the skull wouldn't break, I guess, easily. The skull wouldn't break easily. A normal person maybe get unconscious after 1, maybe 2 hits to the head, but I don't think they die immediately after. That's such a really hard blow to the head. So yeah, the zombie took the principal zombie took maybe 4 or 5 blows to the head with his fire hydrant before it went down. Whatever. So Madison goes to Tobias' house, leaves him there, says, you can always come with us, I don't mind. And he's like, nah, my uncle, all this type of stuff. I want to see how they bring him back into the fold. Because I could see him being like Morales from season 1, where we kind of saw him for a while, for a few episodes, and just never heard from him again. I could see him kind of being a Morales situation. However, I do want to see him back. Morales, Morales has, well, I don't know, because Morales was during the apocalypse, so he kind of had, he really didn't have a reason to go. He has the family, but logically, it wouldn't make sense unless he knew his family was still alive. Wishful thinking isn't all that good at this point. It's not like Tobias, where he doesn't know if his uncle is, he has an idea of what's going on, but he doesn't know the full capacity. Nobody knows the full capacity. Hence the riots in downtown Los Angeles. You have Chris, Liza, and Travis. During downtown Los Angeles, the police shoots another walker, zombie girl, whatever. All hell breaks loose. You see the streets of Los Angeles going to hell. And they meet up with the Salazars, the small barber. They're at the small barber shop, run by this family called the Salazars. Daniel Salazar, Ophelia Salazar, and Griselda Salazar. Daniel and Griselda are the parents, and Ophelia is the 20-year-old daughter. So there could be a possible love interest for Nick or Chris. Probably for Nick, because he's older. Because Nick's like 7. Chris is like 17, I believe, in the show, and Nick is like 19 in the show, because he should be a junior from what it seems, maybe a senior. Chris should be a junior, maybe a senior from what it seems, because he still has a job, but he's still living with his parents. Nick, on the other hand, he did mention in the previous episode that he did go to community college for about a year, and he's really not that old. I don't know if it was this episode or previous episode, but they said he was, like, dropped out or something, and he was only in it for about a year. So he should be like 19, 20, and Ophelia, she's about 20 years old. So yeah, it's a possible love interest right there. Overall, though, pretty good episode. You have the few glimpses of Los Angeles, downtown Los Angeles, that you do get to see in this episode. You do see like the riots go full blown. Like, people are pissed. Like, I guess in a sense you could say this: the one homeless walker zombie was a martyr, I guess, in some ironic way. But yeah, that just shows how quickly civilization is gonna go to hell. Because Tobias, he also has this monologue or whatever that he's saying, like, the electrical grids will collapse. It's not going to be any more phone calls or TV shows or movies or whatever, something like that. Communication is going to go to hell. Civilization is basically going to go to hell. And for the next episode really shows like this place is going to go to hell, like, really fucking fast. And then you also have Alicia and, like, when Madison's back at the house, you also have Alicia and Madison. They're talking, and they see one of their neighbors kind of attack another neighbor. One of them's a zombie, one of them is not. So, Alicia, she still doesn't understand this whole zombie virus. She has like a base. She understands people are sick, and that's really it. Like, she has like no clue of what's like Chris has a better idea of what's going on, and again, he doesn't know what's going on. Like, if you want to put in order who knows more about this apocalypse than anybody else, it'd be like Nick, Tobias, Madison, Travis, Chris, Liza, Alicia. Like, it'd be that much, because Liza didn't really find out till she turned on the TV to see the news. To begin with, Chris, he saw kind of some of the action with the riots, but again, that really doesn't show much. But like Alicia, she doesn't know jack. So yeah, overall, and I also do like how they kind of, because Nick's a drug addict, he shoots up heroin, so I do kind of like how they kind of paralleled heroin withdrawal, I guess. Yeah, heroin withdrawal with the sickness of a zombie bite or the zombie virus, because we see Alicia's boyfriend Matt, and he's bitten, and he's sick, and he's like throwing up, and he's like, this guy's, he's gonna die, but he's sick. But then you see Nick, and he's going through the withdrawal, which is why Madison has to bring the oxy pills. And he's vomiting too, and it's very similar. He's also sweating a lot. He's vomiting. So yeah, overall, I do like the parallels between that. Overall, though, pretty good episode. Again, really good acting, really good writing. And it appears that this show probably will do good, because the previous episode got about 10 million, about like a little bit over 10 million views, and this one got a little bit over 8 million views. So I do think this is a pretty strong show. for a start, I mean, if you compare it to The Walking Dead's first season, they had like what 5, maybe 6 million views, I think, or 3. I'm not sure. I haven't checked recently, but yeah, I mean, that one had a comic series, but that really didn't help much. This one, however, has a comic series and a TV series kind of backing it up. I mean, not to say that they're related, but still, I mean, it's a spinoff in a sense, so whatever. Overall, though, pretty good episode. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and 6 being decent, I'd give this one an 8 out of 10. Pretty good episode. I still do think it's a bit slow. However, from what it seems, the next couple episodes, the last 4 episodes, are going to be really fast, really cool. And yeah, and apparently the first season is supposed to take up the first 3 weeks of the apocalypse, or the initial spread of the apocalypse as it spreads all over the United States of America. Because I'm assuming, because Tobias said that there's about 5 states have been talking about this virus or whatever. People are coming back to life and killing others or whatever. He says about 5 states, and California is one of them. Let's say it's 5 states. So let's say California, Nevada. Yeah, let's say California, Nevada, Oregon, Washington State, and I don't know, New Mexico. Let's say those are the 5 states that are initially infected. Let's say, okay, it's gonna have to spread eventually all the way, and it's gonna take, I want to say, at least a week's worth to spread from like, let's say, California to like Atlanta, that Georgia, Alabama, Florida, Carolina area. So yeah, I mean, I do think it'll take a week to spread. So I do think that the apocalypse probably start at the West Coast and just spread to the East Coast. So yeah, now when did this apocalypse start? That's gonna be an interesting question, maybe for another video. So yeah, again, on a scale of 1 to 10, 8 out of 10, and yeah, that's basically it for this review. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, and comic book reviews. Comment down below on your thoughts on the episode. Have you seen it? And if not, why not? And if you have, what are your thoughts on it? Comment all that down below. Let me know. Like the video, share on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. And that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.